Here is my entire recollection of my experience watching Obsession. So, the theater that I went to watch the movie in is usually empty. Rather than empty, like very few people are actually visiting it to watch a movie. But this time, for Obsession, it was actually house full. And me and my friend actually got there on time because there were only two tickets left, and we were so glad to have made it in time to actually get those final two tickets. And we were able to watch the movie up close at the very front seat. Now, I know most people don't really like the front seats. These seats were good. I stand by it. Those were good seats. Seating arrangement aside, I was sitting right next to my friend, and the movie, it has the subtle fear. Now, um, while the jump scares were scary, and there was only one that actually scared me, the actual thing that's supposed to create fear is about what's happening to Nikki, right? That poor girl. That was my entire thought when I was watching this movie. Every time Nikki was on screen after Bear broke the willow, it was that poor girl. Oh my god, that poor girl. I just felt so bad for Nikki throughout the entire movie, and with Bear infuriated the fuck out of me because usually like I when it comes to storylines like this, I'm like, maybe they don't realize what happened. But with Bear, that motherfucker knew from the very beginning. Or like he should have known, or just was like thinking with his dick this entire time. But he should have known from the very beginning. From the very start, there were moments where Nikki snapped out of it, and he should have known, oh my god, this is weird. He thought it was weird, but he still kept going with it anyways. And I would have given him grace for like at least a little bit portion of that because he's probably in denial, right? He probably doesn't know what's happening. He thinks she's on drugs. But after the scene at the restaurant, he was sure about what happened. And he still, rather than trying to get it fixed immediately, he went along with it. Bear will go down in my books as the main character that I hate the most. And it'll be fair, all right? It will be very fair for me to snap that label on him. So there's like this one scene in the movie where Nikki snaps out of it and Bear is talking to her, and he says something that frustrated me so much where and that was the scene that I actually yelled out loud. I didn't yell at the jump scares before then. I did not yell at every like frustrating things he was doing. I was just like yelling it to myself and my friend who was right next to me. But that scene actually like made me scream motherfucker at him. And I was so embarrassed because the entire um, theater heard it, and I was just apologizing to the people next to me. But did I mention I hate Bear a lot? I hate Bear a lot. One one funny thing that I want to add though, I was next to my friend watching the movie, and though I was not scared at a lot of jump scares, she was, and she was screaming, and she was just like clutching into my arm a lot. But I just like lent her my hand to hold and squeeze every time like we sensed a jump scare coming. And for me, I was more scared of her just like clutching me in the jump scares rather than the jump scares itself. Now, the actress of Nikki needs to win an Oscar. She needs to win an Oscar. And this movie also needs to win an Oscar. So, yeah, that's my experience watching Obsession. And to all the people I was in the theater with, I'm so sorry once again. I am so sorry. That was very inappropriate of me.